Hello, I'm meteorologist Ryan Leach, and this is the weather planning briefing for Sunday, September 11th. First, we'll take a quick look at our weather impact matrix. For Monday, we do have some dryness across north central Idaho and parts of Montana. However, after that, things are all looking green. There's some interesting weather there, but it's just not going to be the kind of weather that's going to aggravate our current wildfire conditions. So first up, tomorrow we do have some very dry conditions. We'll be looking at some very low relative humidities across the region again. A bit of an increase from Sunday, but still looking at relative humidity coming down into the teens. A couple of things are going to mitigate that. One not shown here is just we're not going to really have very much wind with that under the influence of a ridge, so that should that should help keep more of the impacts localized. And then also we're going to have quite a bit of smoke, and that is what we're showing here. This is the vertically integrated smoke, and the reason I chose the fully vertically integrated smoke is this is what's going to affect the sun in terms of keeping too much sunshine from reaching the ground. And this is going to help keep things pretty stable. We have a lot of smoke spread all across western Montana and central Idaho, and even most of eastern Washington and down to portions of Oregon. So that's going to keep conditions more stable. It'll also help keep some of our afternoon temperatures down. So that's another one of those mitigating factors that we're looking at for Monday is not only will we not have a whole lot of wind, we are expecting to have quite a lot of smoke impacts. So even with the low relative humidities, that'll help keep things kind of in check. This is an outlook of the relative humidity and the precipitation amounts in the long term. And this is why the rest of that matrix was green. I've chosen Blue Mountain here just because it's kind of in the geographic middle of the forecast area, but it captures most of the region pretty well just with varying amounts, and I'll talk more about that on the next slide. So first up to notice is we do have some precipitation in the forecast coming up Thursday, Friday. Some of this is going to be the moisture from the remnant Hurricane K that has moved up out of the East Pacific and is finally coming into our area. There's still quite a bit of uncertainty associated with that. Even still, some of that moisture is going to start reaching our area early Tuesday, but we're really only expecting to see that influence us with cloud cover and also with some increasing relative humidity. So overall, here's Monday. We're looking at some of those relative humidities coming down into the teens. And don't take this chart, the absolute numbers off it too seriously. It's here more for the trends, and you can see that the trend is pretty steadily upward until we get into that rain period for the end of the week, and then into next weekend it kind of dips back down, but not as dry as it has been. So this is sort of a slightly above middle of the road forecast, I guess. For precipitation, 48 hours worth of precipitation, and you can see here in Missoula, we're sitting right around half an inch, and then you can get down into southwest Montana, almost into Yellowstone Park, and there's about an inch in there. Whereas up in northwest Montana, we just we don't even have a wetting rain over a 48-hour period. This is kind of a long-term outlook, and it's not. I wouldn't again put too much stock in the numbers, but I think it does do a pretty good job of showing the spatial distribution of where we expect the most rain. So better confidence, more rain down here in southwest Montana, much lower confidence, and in any case, much less rain up in northwest Montana. And then of course everybody in between is a little bit in between. But nevertheless, we're still expecting some rain to come through the region, and we're feeling pretty good about having some rain from sort of this line from Grangeville to Missoula on to the southeast. Long-term outlooks, some more good news there. We're talking about some more cloud cover, a little bit of rain, and things kind of cooling off a bit, and it looks like that's going to stick around for a while. We're looking for better chances of below average temperatures and better chances for above average precipitation. So this isn't a season-ending event. We don't really see any season-ending events or anything with very much confidence, especially for the region in the forecast. But we do see this general trend towards much better weather And again, kind of a sort of a slow end to the season as the increased cloud cover and a little bit of increased moisture and cooler temperatures kind of chip away at those dry fuels. And that's the end of our briefing today. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us at any time. Thank you.